of keeping an eye out, you never know. And if you're getting ready for a job interview, even if you're not, this is good stuff to keep in mind because the interview doesn't start with the first question. In some cases, before the first question is even asked, you could be out of luck. There are things that people notice when you sit down for that interview, when you walk in the door. Don Strankowski from Ascend Career and Life Strategies. He knows how this works.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you.
Thank you.
You've been, I'm sure, on both sides. I know you've interviewed for jobs,
Yes.
but you've also been a recruiter.
Yes.
So you've been on the other side. And these are things, before I even open my mouth,
Absolutely.
they are already assessing.
The second you walk through the door, you are being interviewed. And Kirk, I think a lot of job seekers, they breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, I finally have the interview.
Right.
That's when the hard work begins because there's a lot of competition. Recruiters are going to be interviewing a small number of people, and you're going to be evaluated the minute you sit down with that particular recruiter. And one of the main faux pas is attire. So keep in mind attire and grooming. You don't want to look disheveled. You don't want to look sloppy. Take a field trip to maybe a Macy's or a Nordstrom's. See what's in right now. You want to look the part, and you really want to dress about 2 levels above the job you're applying for relative to the occupation and industry. You want to play it safe. Dark colors are fine. And then you can also go overboard too. You can try to stand out too much and maybe wear some distracting jewelry or something like that. So you want to play it conservative, but definitely look the part.
So I always wonder that because people think, well, I don't want to overdress. It's pretty hard to overdress and wear unless you're wearing a tux and a cummerbund.
You know, better to overdress than underdress. That's always the default.
Okay. And what about just our body language in general? I mean, there are things we say without saying anything.
Certainly, 93% of all communication is nonverbal. So certainly you want to use the proper business language. You want to pronounce things properly. You don't want to use any slang. But at the same time, interviewers want people who are confident. So upright posture, slight forward lean, good eye contact, even things like the handshake. You want a nice firm handshake, right?
Go.
Okay, there you go. You want to project yourself as somebody who's a professional
I'm
and
working
knows
on this here.
that's good. A little bit more to the front.
Put her there, buddy.
There we go. There we go. And also preparedness, Kirk.
Be ready.
Yeah. Job interviews, open book, open notes. So come with your research and your notes, proper folder, something to write on and with. I was asked on numerous occasions for a piece of paper and a pen because the person had forgotten. So look the part. You want to be prepared. And then, you know, timeliness. You would think that would be an easy one, but sometimes people are late for job interviews. Now, I hail from Wisconsin. There's this premise called Lombardi time, which means 10 minutes early for everything you do.
Is that right?
And that's fantastic because any earlier and you look a little bit desperate, any later, and well, you may be late. One thing job seekers can do is take a dry run the day before. So if you're going to be traveling to the place of the interview, make a dry run the day before to plan for traffic and detours and things of that nature.
It may sound goofy, but it doesn't hurt to know what to expect. So, Don, thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
got to run.
Thank you for
Nice firm
me.
handshake for you.
Okay.
I'm going to sit up straight. I'm going to lean forward, and I'm going to toss it over to Jen Broom. Look at me, Jen.
Awesome.